And welcome back to Retirement Results. I'm Ford Stokes, your Chief Financial Advisor. I got Sam Davis here with us, our co-host and Senior Financial Advisor with Active Wealth Management. We have got a special guest, Tom Williams with Modtec.Homes. That's Modtec.Homes is the website. And Tom came into our office and we got to learn a little bit about Modtec.Homes, but also his own personal construction business and renovation business. He does a lot of work in Buckhead as well. But Tom, first of all, welcome to Retirement Results.
Hey, good to be here. Thanks so much.
Tom, I felt like it was really important for us to talk and to share all the great information and all the stuff that you guys do over there at Modtec.Homes and also with Tom Williams Construction as well. For all the folks that are pre-retirees and retirees or thinking about downsizing or thinking about trying to get an in-law suite at their house or thinking about trying to help their kids or grandkids get a new home, or just try to get in the market on something that's really unique and different. There's been so much talk about, hey, these modular homes are a great way to go, or some sort of smart home or tiny houses or any of that stuff. You've got a special development going on in Cleveland, Georgia, that's just down the street from downtown Cleveland. It's walking distance. Talk a little bit about that and also your modular home construction process. We thought it was fascinating.
Sure thing. So, long story short, we got engaged with the Georgia Department of Community Affairs. They've got a rural workforce housing initiative, and we partnered with them and the city of Cleveland to create this 14-home, two-story, two-bedroom community. It's 1.2 acres, 14 homes, 3 parking spaces per house. And it's designed for basically the missing middle, first-time home buyers. The houses are about 800 square feet. They have a structural steel frame that they start out with, and then we build the house around that. The units themselves, each one weighs over 10 tons or 20,000 pounds. So they're really heavy and they're very strong and durable. They bolt together out on site. They weld down to the concrete pad that they're sitting on top of, and then we hook up the sewer and the water and the electric. And typically after about 2 weeks from the day we put the modules in, the porches are built and everything's hooked up and you can move in. So it's a rapid construction schedule. If you went on a 2-week vacation and you came back from it, you would have a backyard with no home to a backyard with a home or a community. We can pre-build these things, and then while the site work's being done, as the pads become available, we ship them out and we can set 2 a day.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that you could, let's say somebody's got some space in their backyard for their in-laws, and in a week to 2 weeks, they could have an in-law suite with very nice finishes. I mean, these are quartz countertops and beautiful flooring and great looking colors on everything, and the lighting's amazing. And I mean, that you've got a 2-story, 2-bedroom that you can get in a week. It's pretty remarkable to me. And they're also really sturdy because you're welding steel as the foundation, the framing for it. Also, I just want to share, if people are looking to get more information, they ought to check out Modtec.Homes. That's MODTEC.HOMES. That's Modtec.Homes. We thought it was amazing, especially when people are trying to downsize. I feel like if you're looking to downsize, it's a great way to get in for a lot less and still have enough essential space for you to live and really enjoy it. And you can also walk to restaurants and things like that. You're looking to put these up in and around a lot of within walking distance of restaurant districts and things like that too.
Yeah, the ideal location is within half a mile from the center of town. If you're doing that, we're currently hopefully going to be working with the city of Atlanta and putting some of these in also for attainable homes for the missing middle, as they call it, the teachers and firemen and policemen that work and serve in these communities, but they can't live there. They've got to drive, an hour or two into work because, the affordable, attainable housing is just not there. These are super nice homes. I mean, I finish these things the same as I do a lot of custom homes and high-end remodels in Buckhead, Tom Williams Residential. is my residential construction company. And these things are finished just as nicely as those houses are. So, and it's all foam insulation, really, really energy efficient, good looking stuff.
Yeah, so for people that are just showing up to this interview and they're hearing us on the radios or driving around going to Publix or Home Depot or Lowe's or Kroger or wherever, I would just tell you that there's two things you ought to get from this interview. Number one is Tom give you a modular home in a week. So with Modtec.Homes, and all you got to do is call him and reach out to him. Just go to Modtec.Homes.com. Modtec.Homes is the website. MODTZ.HOMES, Modtec.Homes. And the second one is if you need residential renovation help in Buckhead or anywhere where AM 920 The Answer can reach in or inside or outside the perimeter, it's a really good idea, cost-effective way to do it, bonded and insured. Check out TomWilliamsResidential.com. That's TomWilliamsResidential.com. Tom, what's some of your advice for some of the people they're looking to downsize or they're looking to get their house ready for sale? What would you say if they're retirees, they're trying to make a move, take some of that equity out and try to do something different? What are some of your recommendations, either from a renovation perspective, getting a house ready, and then also going to the next move when they downsize?
Well, bathrooms and kitchens and closets are what motivate people usually to buy a home. You can have 10 houses, but one home has an updated, really nice kitchen, and typically that's the one that's going to sell. Years ago, when I was trying to I got my real estate license in Virginia. I remember the teacher held up $2 bills. One was brand new and one was dirty and crinkly. And they said, which one of these would you rather have? Of course, everybody pointed to the new $1 bill. And he says, which one is worth more? And
Right.
they're both worth the same. And it's the same thing with houses. And, you know, you do that kitchen or that master bathroom, or, you take some space and reclaim it as a master closet, a master bedroom suite. Those are always good things to do. It's always a good idea to, talk to your realtor as well and see what kind of recommendations they will make. And, what are the other houses in the neighborhood doing? What are they like? That's always a good way to go as well. The other way is, say you want to downsize and you've got children maybe that have just started a family. They work kind of nearby you or whatever, and you want to put an ADU up in the backyard and move into that and let your kids have the house. Congress, the Senate and the House are working on some laws right now where if you put one of these ADUs in your backyard, you can get a mortgage on it, because these are International Building Code compliant homes. You get mortgages just like anybody else does with them, any kind of mortgage. And they're making it so if you've got a really good mortgage rate, which, 3% or so during COVID, you don't have to refinance the whole thing to put this in your backyard. You can get a separate mortgage to do that. Now, it's not gone through yet, but those are the kind of creative things that the federal government's trying to do to answer the call to a shortage of housing, but also help people to keep their low interest rates that they've gotten over the past 4 or 5 years.
That's really great coaching. You've got a contact us button on Modtec.Homes. So that's something to check out too. I just think it's a no-brainer to kind of really get a look at doing some sort of downsizing to this. It's a really good idea. And talk a little bit about your development in Cleveland, if you would.
Okay, well, it started out. It was a lot that was zoned highway business, which is a dead end residential street. I don't know how they zoned it highway business, but it was from a long time ago.
Okay.
So the city of Cleveland, they worked with me. We were able to rezone the property into a planned urban development, a PUD. They also gave me 3 other variances that gave us more space to put these things in, allowed us to put an 800 square foot home in. And their big caveat there is they want to make sure that there's lots of parking. So there's 3 parking spaces per unit plus 3 extra ones. So 2 people can live in one of these, and you can have a guest over, and there's plenty of parking, and just park there and walk down into Cleveland and get some dinner or do whatever. It's
And the name of development, can you share that with us?
West Girard Village, and it's right at the end of West Girard Street, and literally it's a 3.5 minute walk into the center of town.
Great. Well, Tom, thanks so much for being with us today. I just wanted to share this for people that are looking to downsize, pre-retirees, retirees, just different ideas. And also, if they're looking to sell their house and update it, Tom Williams Residential.com is a great place to start. But also check out Modtec.Homes. That's Modtec.Homes, MODTEC.Homes. Tom, we really enjoy working with you. We are big fans of what you're doing, and we want everybody to check out Modtec.Homes. I think you're really going to be glad you did. It's really innovative, neat modular homes that can be put up in a week to 2 weeks. And if you're looking to do an in-law suite, great idea. If you're looking to downsize, great idea. If you're looking to just update your homes, check out Tom Williams Residential as well.
And retirement income too. I mean, you can put one of these up in your backyard, and depending on where you are, you can get a pretty decent amount of rent for it. So that's awesome.
That's a great call as well. Again, Tom, thanks for being with us. Everybody, check out Modtec.Homes. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back.
Thanks.